What's up, guys? It's Casey Zogelman, aka the Fourth Sanderson Sister, coming at you with my Hocus Pocus 2 spoiler-free review. This is for you guys who have not yet watched the movie. Yeah, sorry my hair's wet, I just got out of the shower. So, this is your safety review. I'm not gonna get into spoilers here. I'm not going to get into spoiler territory. That'll be, Monday, I hope. It might be tomorrow. Depends on how, the full watch-along comes out. That was supposed to be up today. But, my mic picked up the audio from the TV too much. And that's going to get me in a lot of trouble, with the copyright people. So, editing me and I... We're not happy right now. We're not doing good, guys. We're not pleased. We think we figured out a way to fix it, though. So we'll see how that goes. That's gonna happen after I do this. But welcome to my spoiler-free review for Hocus Pocus 2. I'm gonna talk as generally as I can. I may just address some of the things that were in the physical trailer, in trailers. I'm not talking about the clips. I am not talking about the clips because no. So let's just let's dive right in to my spoiler-free Hocus Pocus 2 review. This movie was awesome. This movie was awesome. I'll go ahead and address it. It was not as good as the first movie. It had a different pace, I think. And that pace kind of ebbed and flowed a little bit, because here's the thing. What I was expecting was something along the lines of the first movie in terms of pacing, but this one, it moved really fast. Like, it moved so fast. In my opinion, other people have said it was slow. And I was like, are you sure? Because I felt like boom, 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 boom. Everything was just popping off every other scene. I was like, okay, I guess we're doing this. Like, it was fast. It felt fast. Like, it was an hour and 47 minutes. Or an hour and 44 minutes. Not counting the credits. And it moved. It moved. But it wasn't, like, so fast that I think they hurried too much. At some points I think they did. I think they just glossed over certain things that they really hyped up that I kind of wish would have gotten a little more fleshing out. We'll talk about that in more detail in the spoiler review. But I really enjoyed it. It was a fun ride. It was a fun ride. And I think that's what we really needed to be here for. It was just fun. It was just fun. And that's what they wanted. That's what Kathy, Bette, and Sarah wanted. They just wanted fun. They wanted fun for the fans, and I think that's what we got. Because I was laughing. I was having a good time. I also cried like a little baby at the end of this movie, which I really can't address the ending in this review too much because spoilers. Spoilers abound in that ending. But overall, I think it was a fantastic movie. I think it was really good. No, it didn't live up to the first one. It was kind of just below the first one, but it was still so good. It was so much fun. The new characters are alright. They're alright. I didn't dislike them in any way, shape, or form. They were fine. They were fun at points. I thought the concept of them went off better than the execution with the new people, I think. One of them, I will get into that in the spoiler review. And I will also get to that in the character review, because I intend to do a character review this coming week. But they were okay. I didn't hate them. I didn't love them. I love Max, Allison, and Danny, and I love Binks. I didn't love these new kids. They were alright. That's about all I can say, is they were alright. Which is kind of what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting them to be this grandiose new thing. They did good. The actors all did good with their roles. They all did really good. They were clearly having a lot of fun. Izzy is my favorite of the new kids. Izzy was great. I liked Izzy. I liked Izzy quite a lot. She was fun. She was fun, and she was funny. She had some of the best lines of the kids. She was great. I liked her. I liked Izzy. I like Becca. But I liked Izzy more than Becca, which I don't think is fantastic considering Becca was supposed to be the main character of the new trio, but what you gonna do? Overall, the story was fantastic, though. Whew. That was good. It was good. The flashback that we knew was coming with the young Sanderson sisters was extremely well executed, and all three of those girls nailed it. They nailed it. It was so good. They were so good. Taylor Henderson was a fantastic young Winifred. Nina, if you are watching this, girl, you killed it as young Mary. You killed it. You were so good. I loved you because I said "aw" quite a few times. You guys will see that tomorrow, I hope. But I loved it. Nina, you were great as young Mary. You were great. And Juju Brenner was adorable as baby Sarah. All three of them did so good. They did so good. I am very happy for them, and I'm very proud of them. That was good. That was good. Dang it, I can't get into too much with Trask. 'Cause spoilers! But his character was interesting. Let's just put it that way. That's all I can say about him right now because spoilers are restricting me. This is not going to be a very long video because I have to talk generally. But Tony Hale did very good. He did very good in his role. He was fun. He was fun to watch. And it looked like he had a fun time doing what he was doing. The Return of the King. Thank God, Billy. Thank God for Billy. Doug Jones is as good as ever. He just keeps getting better. He just keeps getting better. I love Doug so much. I love Doug so much. He's so fun. He's so funny. And you could tell he was happy to be Billy again. It was great. It was great. Now, let me go back to the story thing. The story was really good. It was, looking at it from a writer's perspective, it was really well done. It was well executed. They tied it into the first one really well. The new characters played in there really well. I still do think there were too many of them. I'll really get into that in the spoiler review. But, they fit where they needed to fit. They did what they needed to do. The Sanderson sisters part in this story was so good. It was so good. They had a totally different scheme, and it was really cool to see them branching out a little bit while still having that kind of central thing. But yeah, like, their backstory, again, let's go back to the backstory. Their flashback was great. Hannah Waddingham was great. I didn't know how I felt about her, her character, but she was really good. She's important. She's very important. It was really cool. Like, it was a good time. It was a good time, in the flashback. It was really good. I didn't... This isn't really a spoiler, but there's a spider involved, and your girl don't really like spiders, but I mean, I remained pretty deadpan through that entire thing. I'm pretty proud of myself, because usually if it's a spider, I'm just kind of like, tell me when it's gone, because I don't like spiders. I do not like spiders. But the story was great. The arc for the sisters was, mwah! That was perfect. It was perfect in every way, shape, and form. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. We got to see new sides of them. which I really enjoyed. Oh, I really enjoyed that. I felt validated by one part. But again, I can't talk about it in too much detail. Let's just say, I think more than one person thinks about Sarah as I do. Because I felt validated. I was like, yes, at one point. I won't go any further than that. But I felt validated. It was great. It was so good. The story was really good. Hats off to you, Jen D'Angelo. Again, I talked about that a little bit in the initial reaction video that went up yesterday, which you can watch by clicking on this thing right here. It was so good. It was such a good flick. It was so much fun. It was just fun. And that's all I expected out of it. I just expected fun. And I did not expect to get hit by the feels train like I did. I feel like I got hit by a semi-truck at 90 miles an hour by the end of that movie. Because it was like, hi, you've been having a good time, right? You're about to just feel all of the emotions in the next 10 minutes and go. And I felt like Wile E. Coyote in the Roadrunner cartoons. He comes around the corner chasing the Roadrunner, but it's a frickin' bus. And boom! That's how I felt. It was so good, though. It was the greatest thing they could have done. And I loved it. I loved it. But overall, for a spoiler-free review, I recommend this movie. I recommend you watch it. Form your own opinion. I know there have been several of you saying you were disappointed, and I can understand that, but how high did you have your expectations? Because that's the thing that I was trying to avoid, was setting my expectations too high. I waited to get my hopes up until I saw the trailers. Especially the official trailer, because the teaser trailer didn't tell us too much. Once we got to the official trailer, I was like, I no longer feel afraid. I no longer feel afraid. I knew it wasn't going to be as good as the first one going into it. But that's because sequels are rarely, and I mean rarely, as good as its first. Empire Strikes Back, it comes to mind. But this was a Hocus Pocus sequel that works. And it did what it needed to do. It did great. It was wonderful. I had a great time watching it. I watched it twice yesterday, partly for pleasure and partly for work reasons, but mostly for work reasons. I plan on watching it again tonight. Again, a lot of it for work reasons, but a lot for pleasure. When I finally get to the point where I can watch this for pleasure, oh, I'm going to be so happy, and I intend to. I have another emotional support movie, even though it decimated my emotions. I have another emotional support movie, and I am so happy about it. Like, this is my new... Here's how I'm gonna put it. I'm going back to the fact that I cried at the end. This is my new Toy Story 3. I can't get through that movie without crying, and it's been over 10 years since that came out. I can't get through that movie without crying. I'm not going to be able to get through Hocus Pocus 2 without crying. Ever. If I do, I'm dead inside. But it was really good. Please, if you were scared, take it from me. Take it from a super fan. Go in with your expectations lowered. And you are not going to be disappointed. It was so fun. It was so fun. It was what I wanted. It actually healed me. It healed me a little bit. And I don't know if this is because I am just really freaking tired or I'm possibly getting sick, but I'm going to overshare just a little bit. I tend to eat a lot when I am sad or something. Food is kind of a crutch for me. I have not had an appetite since 1 o'clock yesterday. I have not had an appetite. Because I think I got something that I've really been wanting, and it finally filled a void in me, if that makes sense. And, that movie healed me in so many ways. It's so good. It's so good. I had so much fun watching it, and I can't wait to watch it again and again and again and again and again. It's so good. I love it. I love it. Having them back in my life meant the absolute world to me. Like, my emotions were not ready for yesterday, and as much as I told myself, you're gonna be prepared, I wasn't prepared. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy. It was such a good movie. It was such a good movie. It is such a good movie. And we have it now. And we have it forever. And I love it. So thank you, Disney, for, again, finally pulling your finger out of your rear end and doing the thing. It's great. It's a good movie. Please watch it. Please watch it. It's not going to be as good as the first one. Just go in knowing that. But it hit all the right notes. It hit all the right places. It hit all the right feels. It hit everything where it needed to go. It was brilliant. It was great. So, with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you are new to the channel, please remember to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't. It's free. It helps me, and what helps me helps you guys get more great content like this. I'm hoping and praying that I can fix the issues with my full watch along the rest of this night, maybe early tomorrow, and have it up by tomorrow afternoon. I hope. It is really stressing me out. I may have to re-record the whole thing with earbuds in, which will also have me splicing in moments from the first time I watched it. But if worse comes to worse, that's what I'm going to have to do. Pray what I'm going to try today works. Send good vibes, spells, prayers, whatever you do. I'm hoping that this will work, and I'm hoping I can get it up with minimal difficulties, because I did not want to watch it on a laptop for the very first time. And I thought my sound blocking foam would have worked, but guess what? It didn't. So hopefully that will be up tomorrow. I will keep you guys posted if it gets delayed again. If you're regular on this channel, please remember to drop a like and share your thoughts on this movie down below. Do not post spoilers, please and thank you. You can do that when I put up my full watch along and or my spoiler review. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Casey Zogelman, aka the 4th Sanderson sister, and I will see you witches and wizards later.
I have put a spell on you.